What's going on? It's your boy Blackout Jones back again with a review of Tower of God. Let's get into it. Really quickly, I'm on a road to 100 subscribers. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. It will help grow the channel. Thank you. Okay, so at the beginning of the episode, we learn about the story of Jihad. Apparently, Jihad was a man, the first man to climb the tower. When they first introduced Jihad, you know, he might seem like sort of a pro women's rights guy, a feminist type of guy, you know, because he ordains strength into these women from certain families, a select number of women who he deems to be elite. But when you look into Jihad, when you really get into him, he's more of a misogynist, if you think about it, because he restricts, you know, they can't have sex, they can't have kids because he wants them to keep the power inside them. They don't want them to spread the power, you know, and dilute it. So yes, he's more of a misogynistic type guy, you know, a controlling type guy rather than a feminist type of guy. What a toxic individual. Episode 6 picks up where we left off from the cliffhanger. Anak is fighting the other princess of Jihad. Her name eludes me at this time, but we pick off from there and we learn a little bit more about Anak's upbringing. So it turns out, like, as it was confirmed, that Anak is indeed not a princess of Jihad. And it seems that it was also confirmed that Anak is the actual daughter of the princess of Jihad. She wasn't adopted, she's the actual daughter of her. It seems as though the rules set in place by Jihad is really the main cause of the trouble for Anak. We see during the flashback, Anak's mother sends her away with a man, and you know the house is on fire. We're led to believe that Anak's mother also died in the fire. So the whole meat and potatoes of that whole segment was that apparently Anak's mother's husband, the chef, was killed because they had a daughter, and that was a violation of the rules. So they're not going to kill the princess, of course. But to basically sum up the whole first segment of that episode, Anak has a lot of misdirected anger and feelings. She's extremely strong. She has some power of the princess of Jihad in her, but not all of it completely. It's going to be interesting to see where her arc goes. If she puts her energy towards a certain goal, she's obviously not going to kill all the princesses. It seems as though she's somewhat made an ally with the princess she was fighting anyway. So yeah, I hope she gets answers. She has a very compelling plot storyline, and I want to see more of it now. Like I said last week, that this whole series could have been about her, based around her, but instead we just have a compelling side plot, so I'm not mad at it. All right, so an important plot line this episode involved Bam. Bam is making a lot of progress with his Shinsu, and because of this, he now has a hater. His hater's name is Ho. Ho is a hater, I guess. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's definitely spelled H-O-H. So Ho is another member of the cohort they have going on, you know, in the class, people trying to climb the tower. He often hides his, like most snakes do, they hide their true intentions by pretending to be a sheep. You know what I'm saying? But secretly he's hating on Bam. He's mad that Bam is ahead of him in the Shinsu game. However, he's getting some sympathy from people now, because he had that small flashback where it seems as though his people in his village were getting their horns ripped off. They were being pillaged for their horns. Because he has horns on his head. So I'm sure, I guess it's like a commodity in his world or dimension. I don't know how this world is set up. I don't know what type of shit is going on. Village, world, dimension. But apparently his horns are valuable and he's there. I'm sure his goal is to become strong enough to where as though or had the pillagers go away and leave his people alone. So me in particular, I have a smidget of sympathy for Ho because he has a troubled past, but Ho needs to stop acting like a hoe and just say he needs help. Also, watching this episode, each episode I watched since Bam had met Rachel and saw her unhooded, and he saw with his own eyes, he saw Rachel. Rachel she has a lot of audacity to be living in the same building as Bam and not want to approach the man. Like, she will sit in her room all day and eat an apple in the dark, sitting on the bed in a damn near fetal position, instead of talking to Bam, bro. That shit is crazy to me, dog. It doesn't make any sense. The audacity of her. And Bam, he just ignoring her and shit. Like, if I knew somebody, I'm like, I know that person. Like, I know you, bro. Like, I see you. But she's steady with the hood on in the back, man. She's a piece of work. This is another character that I want to know her backstory, because she came from somewhere. I don't know where Bam came from, and we don't know where Rachel came from, but I'm guessing it's the same place. I want to know why Rachel wants to climb the tower. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make a goal for Rachel. Rachel's goal to climb the tower is to have a life with Bam that's not in the darkness, that's in the light, that's in a new world where it's safe. That's my goal for Rachel. I think that's what she wants to do. I think she wants to have a life with Bam that's bigger than laying in a dark ass cave all day. Hey, down below, let me know what you think Rachel's goal is. Hey, man. And also, somebody in my comments on one of my reviews, I won't tell you which one, but they tried to leave a spoiler comment down there. Don't leave any comments. I didn't think I had to say that, but do not leave any spoiler comments, bro. I promise you. Like, it's not good for nobody. It's not good for people who are anime only. It's like, I'm an anime only myself. It ain't good for nobody. So, bro, just don't leave any spoiler comments. Also, another thing that troubles me with this series is that it seems like they're always putting the teammates, like our main characters, against each other in these battles, whatever. Like when Bam was going against Rachel in the crown game, and now it's Bam against Coon. It's like they keep putting them against each other. So it always leads me to know, like, I'm like, okay, this is not going to go the way I think it's going to go. So it's going to be an alternate option, because they both going to advance somehow. But other than that, it was a really good episode. It was on point, real impactful. But yeah, this is your boy Blackout Jones signing off. I'll catch you again next time.